dudes, and welcome back to Metroid Dread. We have made it to the surface. Thank freaking God. Now we can make it back to our ship and get off this planet.
While we were on our break, guys, Ken asked me when the Metroid movie came out, what celebrity should voice Samus? And I told him Queen Latifah.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
What do you think, Ken?
Well, that's one hell of a casting choice, that's for sure.
Dude. Adam's Danny DeVito, Queen Latifah. Imagine them, they have like a whole scene where they're like, she's like bitching at her fucking, about how like he never does the dishes, and it's Danny DeVito yelling, and then Queen Latifah.
Well, given the relationship they have in Other M, that's very, very possible. Unironically
Really?
speaking.
Was Adam a good lover to this girl?
More like it was a completely one-sided relationship on Samus's account.
And it was her side that wanted it?
Pretty much.
That's so sad.
And it wasn't even written all that well either, so, like, you didn't really come to sympathize with Adam even after he sacrificed himself in Other M.
Did he sacrifice himself for the country or for her?
He did it for the good of mankind.
So he didn't even do it for Samus. Fuck him, dude. She is such a good package. She is such a keeper.
All the more reason why Samus behaves nothing like she did in Other M again.
Or maybe he already had a fiance or something in his other planet Gloggle or whatever the hell it is.
I don't know, but Adam's just kind of become a really hated figure in the Metroid series ever since,
because he can't
Other
treat
M.
his woman right.
It's that and a bunch of other reasons. We're gonna play Other M eventually, and you'll understand why Other M is an abhorrent game to
Southern,
play through.
dude. I'm very Southern, and I can't stand when people don't treat their women right, dude. That's just the thing. You gotta be a gentleman. You understand that, Kenny? Are you a gentleman to girls, Ken?
I would like to say I am. We'd all know Chris Chan's a gentleman to ladies.
We don't need to talk about Chris Chan. Chris Chan is, oh my god.
He calls himself the biggest gentleman, or what does he describe himself as again in that regard?
Chris Chan's not a gentleman.
I know that's the ironic part.
Dude,
I'm saying, like, what is he?
Dude, oh my gosh, dude. The amount of phone calls have been popping up where he's like being detailed about Barb and what he did to Barb. Like, you know, I feel like he doesn't even realize what he did was wrong. Like, I lost sympathy for Chris Chan years ago when he had like 4 other people trying to tell him how to be an adult, and he was still playing video games. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean,
I feel like what my last coffin was for Chris Chan, because I've been keeping up with Chris Chan since 2013, guys. I've been around. People would call me a Christorian.
You're there for the show.
I don't know. Like, it started with I started talking to my mom about Chris Chan. You know what I mean? And I've told Ken this. Watching Chris Chan is like to my mom what General Hospital is to her, where it's like a 1,000-episode long show that's still running. It's a soap, by the way, where things just get worse every episode. That's what Chris Chan is to me. I found my soap.
You know what was funny is that, like, when I got picked up at the airport by my parents to go visit them for the holidays,
yeah,
my brother already knew who Chris Chan was because I showed him the thumbnail for part 4 of this, and like we were both me and my brother were both talking about Chris Chan in the car ride home, and like. You know what's funny is that my parents didn't really act that phased about it, honestly. Like, really? I don't even... The funny thing...
talk about the medallion being shoved up his opposite mouth?
Their response is like, it's not surprising that people like him exist in the world. I mean, there's plenty of people out there like Chris Chan, which
if Hitler exists, they could exist.
But the thing is, we didn't tell him why he ended up in prison either.
Really?
We didn't tell him about what he did to his mom,
Nah,
and I felt like that would have opened a whole other can of worms when I really
Dude, you
look
don't
back
even
on
have
it.
to go there. You could do plenty of the stuff he's done in the past. Like the man in the... You could talk about the saga with the man in the pickle suit.
Honestly, the best way you can honestly, the best way you can describe Chris Chan, if you were telling it to somebody who's never heard of him before, without having to like give them a whole bunch of information. All you had to tell him about is when he maced that maced that GameStop associate about Sonic's arms being blue.
Yeah,
That tells you everything about the kind of person Chris Chan is.
He didn't even mail Sega a complaint. He walked into his local GameStop guys, and what was it? Did he tase them or pepper spray them?
It was pepper spray.
He pepper sprayed them as he tried to use magic marker to color in his arms right.
Jeez.
But yeah, lolcows are fun. I started looking into Nikocado Avocado. We were talking about that. You discovered.
Is that like something new you discovered recently?
No, I've known about him, but like I try to keep like Christian. I've known for a long time.
I think most people have known Christian
I've
for
known,
a long time.
No, I think he's just now mainstream finally.
Oh, because
he hit
of
the big time. He hit the. Let's say that he hit the big time. He made his lucky break, and now everyone knows.
He's like the internet version of the Tiger King.
Yeah,
because he got real mainstream after he got into jail.
Of the lolcows, Christian's the Beatles. You get what I'm saying?
That's a really good way to.
Yeah, he's the Beatles. Everyone knows who the Beatles are. If you study if they know rock and roll, if you study lolcows, then you know who Christian is.
Or just know your internet subculture in general, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't even have to be that invested in.
We were talking about while we were eating Moe's last night about Nikocado Avocado. You said you just found out about him, right?
Yeah, he was like this dude. He got popular. Well, like he was popular initially because he was like 150 pound vegan, and then he kind of let his fame really get to him, and then he wanted to try to get more popularity by binge eating, and that gained him 200 pounds. Like
he's like 355 now.
Like Jesus, I could.
But
never...
you're lucky. Like I haven't. I was telling him don't subscribe, don't become an OnlyFan to him. Okay. Just don't do it, okay?
Yeah, you were like being really like
straight
vague.
up.
You were being really vague about that.
You want me to be more vague about it? Do you want to see that nasty butthole, Ken?
Oh, he does that kind of stuff on there.
Well, I mean, he's... Well, I guess he does show his ass metaphorically, so I guess him, like...
Doing it literally?
I guess it's literally. He's just a dick on it, too. I mean, like... I'm not... I would never be his only fan, but I've heard stories, man.
Ew.
Yeah. He's the new upcoming fiend in the lolcow world.
Oh, man.
He's really, but if you think about it, gaining 200 pounds in 2 years, like, or is it 3 years? Like, that can't be good for your back. Like, his back, like, that much weight at one time.
It makes you question what. It makes you question how. It makes you question how his metabolism really is.
It's slow, probably. He was a vegan. Like, look, man, when I was a vegan for 7 months. Did I tell you about that time? Remember when
I think you hinted at it.
Yeah, I was vegan for 7 months, and I looked good, dude.
There was a point where I was.
It was after I realized I couldn't digest red meat right. So I was like, I might as well just not eat meat, and that's probably right. Honestly, I'm thinking about it. After Thanksgiving, I said I would do it again, but I still haven't done it.
There was a point where I was 6'1" and 190 pounds. That was probably the skinniest I had ever been in a long time.
I was 230 at 5'11", but also I was at the gym. So I actually had like a lot of...
When I was like at a pretty healthy weight, I used to be consistently at 208. Which for my height's pretty good. Yeah,
you're taller than me. Yeah. How tall are you?
6'1".
Really?
Well, my brother's younger than I am by 10 years, and he's taller than I am.
That makes sense, because I'm 5'11". You know, we were talking about Tinder last episode. I put in my Tinder bio, I put that I'm 5'11" because all the girls said you have to be at least 6 feet to ride. And I told them that that extra inch comes from my personality.
Foreshadowing.
What is that?
Samus just mutilated a monster with her hands.
What? Does that mean that she became God? Is that the foreshadow?
Well,
who is that guy?
Raven Beak. You don't remember? Man, you really aren't paying attention.
No, I'm not. I am not at all. I told you I don't like Metroid.
I'm gonna change your mind one of these days.
I don't care, Ken. Just let me not like Metroid, okay, dude?
Just like I'll not like Pokemon.
You're gonna like Pokemon after you see me become a over it. That's not a good word, guys.
Don't use that liberally.
No, I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
Bad Dylan.
I've been drinking a lot.
Shame!
You know, honestly, one of my best friends is special. And he's been my best friend for 9 years.
Oh, by the way, guys, that's
Honestly,
the last Emmy.
Yeah. I went to school. I sat through special classes. You know what I mean? I was in the special program.
Damn, she was like, I've had enough of this, like, Metal Gear Solid Ops, like, bullshit. I'm just gonna take this and give it the hands.
Yeah.
Metaphorically and literally. But instead we get this thing for our troubles. But yeah, essentially she's got, like, Metroid DNA in her from the previous game, and it seems to be acting up in interesting ways.
Do you think it messes with her hormones?
You know, that's a very good theory. I mean, it could. It does.
Dude.
She does kind of go into a fit of rage whenever.
Oh,
like,
stop it! You stop there, okay?
Okay.
You stop there.
Oh, you were the one who brought it up.
I'm just saying, well, men have hormones too.
You know, this is probably the only instance in the entire game where I've noticed that the frames just kind of suddenly take a shit, because otherwise, this is a very smooth running game. I know my 30 FPS isn't quite doing this game justice, but this game looks clean as hell. And this is like the only instance in the entire game where the frame rate just takes an absolute shit.
It really does look like the movements look very natural.
I don't even know why it does it in this fight, because it's not like there's anything going on in the background either, you know?
That's probably why, dude. You know,
I fucked up.
I dig that it's like a...
It's fine, it'll just start me right in front of it.
I do dig... This is totally like... These boss fights remind me of Mega Man.
I was saying the same thing.
They do?
So you do get the same vibes I do from it.
No, I do. Like, you got a lot more exploring, but it's like a big world Mega Man.
Well, I meant in regards to the boss fights,
Yeah.
not like the overall game design.
Yeah.
I mean, you got an air dash for crying out loud.
Yeah, it reminds me of Mega Man X.
Mega Man X is such a good game.
It is a really good game.
Is that your favorite Mega Man game? Or
No, I like the earlier ones better.
you like the classic stuff?
I don't know. I had the Mega Man collection for GameCube, but I liked
Same here.
I liked 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't really like the first one.
That's a fair. I mean, honestly, the first one is so
But like,
incredibly
I can't
rough
tell
around
you
the
which
edges.
one's my favorite because I played them all at the same time. So like they all blend together to me. They all feel like the same game. You get me?
Yeah, so at that point, you have to really nitpick every little detail to really figure out which ones are the best ones.
That's the thing, like all the retro Mega Mans, I know I like them more, but I played all of them like in the same year because I got it for Christmas when I was like 12, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like they all blend together for me.
I also got it for Christmas when I was like 10, I think. I don't remember.
I was probably like 9, actually. When did the GameCube come out?
2001.
Alright, and I didn't get that then because Oprah didn't say so. And then my dad just kind of bought me one in like 2005.
I think the anniversary came out in like 2004, the anniversary collection. But like, no, it was funny because I played 2 and 3 before I played the anniversary collection. And then, because it was weird, because I was like, man, I wonder what the first game is like. Because, like, my grandparents didn't have the first one. They had 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But then when I went and played it, 1 just feels so weird compared to the rest of them.
Well,
you can tell they were really trying to find their way and discover what worked and what didn't for the rest of the franchise moving forward.
Well, my first console, like, I had a PlayStation, but my first good console, and by that I mean I had good games on it, was the GameCube. And I got it for Christmas with my brother. They actually set up a game room inside the kitchen.
Oh, that's cool.
It was kind of in the corner. You know where my house is? Like, you turn to the right and there's this giant bulk where the cabinets are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to have a couch with a rug and a big old screen there. And a GameCube. And basically, like, it came with this GameCube. It had Mario Kart Double Dash. It had Kirby Air Ride. And it had the Mega Man Collection.
Okay.
That was my first time playing good games. I'm still waiting for Kirby Air Ride 2. I don't know what the hell is their problem, dude.
Probably because Sakurai... Because that was actually Sakurai's last Kirby game.
It was so good, though.
And I'm willing to bet that they like, Sakurai put a lot of heart into Air Ride. Like, even the menu format and design is very reminiscent of the later Smash games that came after it. Like, that was an intentional design choice, by the way.
I love Kirby Air Ride.
So, like, it kind of tells me that there's just some kind of magic about Kirby Air Ride that I feel like the team's too afraid to replicate after that, and they didn't want to bother with that.
It was so good, though. It was a good race, except for that one mode where you, like, see him from above. That was just okay. It was still good, though, when you were with your party of friends.
The problem is that I got Air Ride way too late. I didn't get Air Ride until, like, 3 or 4 years ago, and I thought it was fine. I just felt like there wasn't enough content. I felt like it was very minimal in content.
It's so good.
But
what
like
the hell are you talking about?
I'm not saying the gameplay's fine. Like I think the gameplay's fine, but like, why are there only like what 6 or 8 racetracks or whatever?
Because it's a GameCube game.
Dude, Mario Kart Double Dash exists, and it had like 16 tracks on it.
8's not that far off. That game was great, you know. But like the thing, did you see like the background and stuff? Like that game. Look, man, no Mario Kart track looked as good looking as a dude as a Kirby Air Ride track.
By the way, can I take a moment and mention how it's a little weird that Adam's telling us that to go and fight Raven Beak, we're fulfilling our destiny? That's very weird for a computer AI that's, you know, working with the Galactic Federation to be telling us.
Fuck the Federation.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Never trust no kind of Federation, guys. Dang, you see, like, gravity get destroyed by that explosion, dude?
Yeah, I used
I
just used my power bomb to break that open. Yeah, it's funny. I kind of knew exactly what to do for that situation, because I was like, yeah, they've done this more than enough times in Metroid already for me to kind of get the hint by now. Oh, and yeah, there's the elevator we came in, you know, entering the planet to go down there to the core and fight Raven Beak at the beginning of the game. So that's fun bit of trivia.
Nice.
So yeah, we really are at the surface. We're more or less right next to our ship, but we've got business to take care of before we can even go back to it.
Look, robot crabs now.
Yeah. Don't tell me you would eat that, would you?
No, but my computer will.
Oh.
You got my joke. You know, the joke is I don't. You know that that's not even the joke. The joke is that I don't have a computer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me.
I don't have a computer. I got rid of my computer back when I was a competitive Smash player, and I realized I had an internet addiction.
Don't we all, to some degree,
and then I just got rid of it, and then I realized I can get a lot more done. Like, my music's better, my stuff's better, my business better. Like, I realized that the internet is so addictive.
I feel like a lot of us have internet addictions to some degree. I know I certainly still kind of do.
I cut it out. Like, I guess I'm on my phone a lot, though.
sometimes I kind of feel like it's an accomplishment just to get through the day without using my phone. That was actually one of the things I was looking forward to the most with my trip out of town is because my parents don't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah. You just basically got internet detoxed, buddy.
What's that?
Detox, like when you get something out of your system.
Yeah, it's such a good, exhilarating feeling. I guess I don't know.
It is like honestly, if you don't look for a screen for a week, like your mind feels different. Like
I feel like it's like you can focus more. It's kind of like how coming off.
That, but like you want to go out and do shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of like doing a playthrough of this video game for you guys, like we're doing now.
Yeah, dude. Except we're still looking at a screen.
I know, but not quite as much because I have Dylan over here keeping me in check.
Yeah, make sure he doesn't get his addiction, dude, and start injecting Metroid into his bloodstream.
We could all use a little more Metroid on our bloodstreams.
No.
Please go support Dread, guys. I want more Metroid in the future.
Yeah, he needs it, dude. He's
need it.
He's addicted.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Dang, look, he looks like if a bird bird had sex with a knight and then had sex with a Ninja Turtle and then a Mega Man character, that bird would
That
be
is
what
way
that
too
is.
analogies for me to keep up with.
You don't see it?
You said
Bird, knight, Ninja
Ow.
Turtle, Mega Man.
I guess. I don't know. I'm so focused on trying not to fuck up during this fight that this is the hardest, like, Chozo warrior out of all of them.
Really?
So, yeah.
Dang, we must be getting close then.
This is literally the last thing between us and the final boss.
Alright, so I'm gonna go fill this. Alright, good time for me to go fill this drink a little more.
You do that, dude. Shit! Feels so much harder when you're coming into this with less energy tanks, too.
You don't like Kirby Air Ride.
I didn't say I didn't like Kirby Air Ride. I said it was alright.
It's not just alright, it's my childhood. My childhood didn't have much.
Guess what? I didn't
yours.
I didn't have a childhood with Air Ride. I mean, maybe I would have liked it more if I did play it as a kid, but I don't know.
So good.
I feel like there's a good foundation, and if they just make a sequel with more content, I probably would love it.
Crazy Taxi, Kirby Air Ride, childhood. Pokemon 2. Yeah, Pokemon 2.
I mean, it's not like I didn't play it with friends. I did play a little bit of it.
You know,
with
when
my
I say
brother.
all these games out loud, I realize I was like an early 2000s kid.
I mean, I was too.
Yeah.
I just started.
That was an interesting time to be alive.
But I did get it. The first console I did end up like vividly getting, you know, for like Christmas or whatever. You know, besides the NES passed down from my aunt to me as a kid was an N64. Got that in like Christmas of 1999, I think. Yeah, somewhere along those lines.
No.
So I had a little bit of like playtime with the N64 before the GameCube came out.
Yeah.
Because the N64 came out when I was still a baby. Oh, no damage run. Let's go. What, the way he looks?
He's all like, he's like, oh god.
Ew!
I think
Nasty black guy!
He's just like throwing up in the corner of the building. He's just like, I can't. He's like, please, I can't do it anymore. He's just like,
he's throwing up those magic meatballs I must have given to him earlier, off screen.
Yeah, I know, dude. The meatballs. It's like...
Oh shoot, he just went right there and did it.
Yeah. This guy needs help. You know, that's not good for your teeth to keep throwing up like that.
Oh, he did it earlier.
You know
that
about
time.
that? The acidity from your stomach when you throw up actually gets behind your teeth and you don't clean them, then they actually rot your teeth faster.
Oh, come on!
I guess you don't care about dental hygiene, Ken.
I'm like trying to focus here.
Oh, are these like quick time shit?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to like focus
Okay.
really hard. Sorry. And
Yeah,
unfortunately, the final boss has those kinds of moments too that I really need to focus on.
He's in his super gamer pose, guys. Don't bother him.
It's that pose where you lean in and you're like,
And you push your glasses.
yeah, like that pose that people do when they push up their glasses to pretend they're smart or whatever. Like an anime like protagonist.
Yeah, I used to do it all the time. People thought I liked anime, but it was because my glasses were loose.
You know, you could totally use this image as Samus sitting here as a meme template.
Yeah, wait. Pause it real quick right there. Put a bong next to his hand. Put a TV in the background playing sports and a beer in the other hand.
So this is how Samus smokes beers in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's how he smokes beers in the afternoon.
So, very traditional to most Metroid final areas. The last area in the game, that is, Iterash. It's very small, and it really only serves as a precursor to building up to the final boss, is nothing more. So, with that being said, I am going to go into this save room here, and next up will be the finale of Metroid Dread.
Woo!
And I am going to need the hardcore focus.
Yeah!
I bet you're excited, Dylan.
Woo! Focus!
I know you guys are excited. Hype it up. Tell your friends. Tell your weird uncle. Because
it's already Thanksgiving, dude.
I know, but you can still spread the love and cheer and hype.
I'm not gonna call my weird uncle Ken. He's weird. It's in his name. It's Weird Uncle.
But what if you had the equivalent of a Weird Al Yankovic, though?
He's still weird. It's in his name, dude.
Anyways, we'll see you guys in the last video
Later.
for Metroid Dread.